I've had a lot of requests for me to do a video on hand wrapping. There's a lot of videos that are out there already, so I didn't want to do it, but Nate, this is for you and some of the other guys at the gym. First off, when I prep my wraps, I always roll them up backwards. I start with the Velcro and roll them up on the inside so the loop is on the outside. It's obvious, it says this side down. So you want to make sure that you put this side down. So what I do is I take the loop and I put it around the thumb, and then I put this side down across the back of my hands. Okay. The way we started off is I'm going to go 3 times around the knuckles. When I go around the knuckles, I want to make sure that I make a fist and I center it over my knuckles. So I'll go 3 times around the knuckles. And then once I'm done with the knuckles, I'm going to bring it back down across the back of my hand and go 3 times around the wrist. 2, 3. Now here, if I want to go around the thumb, that's where I'll go around the thumb. And I can do that as many times as I feel comfortable. Okay? So I go around the thumb, I'm going to go around the wrist, and now I'm going to lace it through my fingers. So I'm going to go by the thumb, across the back of the hand, and I'm going to go outside, inside, and then in the middle. So first is outside between the pinky and the ring finger. I'm going to go through that. I'm going to go around the knuckles one more time, and then I'm going to come down around the back of the hand, 1 time around the wrist. Then I'm going to go on the inside, between my pointer finger and my middle finger. I'm going to go around my finger, across the knuckles, make a fist. I want to make it nice and flat, make it pretty. And then I go around the knuckles. And then, around the wrist, and then back up to the middle. Around the knuckles, back down around the wrist, and then tie it off. Then all I'm going to do is cinch up this material in the front, and as you can see, I have an open palm. I have a good grip on my knuckles, so when I make a fist, that makes a good solid fist right there. And that's how we do it. Okay, another time real quick. Make sure that you wrap it up. Sometimes these wraps are very forgiving, so if you start off, let's say you roll it up backwards, you can obviously adjust really quickly by just turning them. So I'm going to do it at normal speed right now, so you guys can see how fast it goes. I'm going to go 3 times across the knuckles, 3 times across the wrist, around the thumb, outside and around and down, inside and around and down, middle and around. You can go 2 or 3 times around, and then down, and then lock it off. Then I cinch it up, and that's my hand wrap. That's it. Hope you like it. Okay, I'm going to show you one more way to wrap the hands. I learned this way. This is the way I was taught originally when I went to Thailand, and I first learned how to wrap hands properly. The way I wrap hands, I consider more of a Thai way to wrap hands. It's not it's not a Western boxing way to wrap hands, but it looks more like a fight wrap, and it feels really solid when you do it. So this way, if you're hitting the heavy bag a lot, or you're doing a lot of heavy pad work and bag work, and your knuckles are taking a lot of impact, then you might want to try this wrap. What I do is I start off again with this side down, Okay, take this side down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up 3 or 4 times. I just take the thumb loop right here. You can see it, the thumb loop, and I'm just going to use that as a measurement and fold it over 3 times. 3. Okay, so I have a nice little pad right here. You can go 3 or 4 times, doesn't really matter. But what you're going to do from here is you're going to put it across your knuckles. So this little padding goes across your knuckles. You just take your thumb really easily, grab it, and that sits right across your knuckles. Okay, and then from here you're going to do pretty much the same thing. You're going to wrap this around, make sure it's nice and secure. Wrap that around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last wrap. I'm going to go down around the wrist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I can do the thumb if I like. If I like, I can do the thumb. And then I'm going to go the same way. Outside. Go around the knuckles. Inside. Go around the knuckles. And then the middle. And then go around the knuckles. And then tie it off. And then I dress it up. Okay. Again, really quick on this one. I'm going to take it, kind of roll it up 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Create this pad to go across my knuckles. Pad it across my knuckles. Now I'm going to start going here. As many times as I need to. Come down around the wrist. 3 times up, 3 times down. Around the thumb if you prefer. Then I'm going to go outside. Excuse me. And then inside. Down. And then the middle. And if I want, I can go more around the knuckles, more around the wrist, whatever I prefer. Maybe I'll go twice around up here because I already went all of them. And then I'll come back down and I'll lock it off. Now you're going to have your preferences. You might want more wrist support. You might want more around the knuckles and the palm. It's up to you. The wraps are very forgiving, so if you make a mistake, you can just fold it over and twist it, or go more wraps here, more there. But that's it. Nice and neat and clean. I hope you enjoy it.